Coach, early in this game, you guys did a terrific job keeping Trey from getting to the line. But then in the fourth quarter, Trey does what Trey does with 13 points out of his 32 late. Was there anything differently that you guys could have done defensively there?
Yeah, he's a great player. We'll take a look at the film. You're not going to be able to stay with a steady diet of anything. So obviously, we have to do a better job.
Ryan Mahoney.
Looks like they did a much better job against Julius in the regular season. Did you see something specific that was the problem there?
No, they loaded up on him pretty good. So we anticipated that. And then we got to trust the pass. Just the game will tell you the play. And so if they put two on him, hit the open man, and it should be easy offense from there.
Steve Popper.
That last play for Trey, you brought in Frank. What did you think about what you saw there? Is there something else that should have happened?
Obviously you're putting Frank in for his defense. So but he made a good play, and we'll take a look at the film and we'll go from there.
Steph Bondi.
Hey Tom, you guys obviously fell in a little bit of a hole early, and the crowd was going crazy early. Do you think nerves were a factor at all in the beginning?
That usually the first game of a playoff series, and this is unusual. First time we have fans, so I think everyone's hyped up to start the game, and and it was a hard fought game. There's a play, a loose ball that gets batted around that, Bogdanovich comes up with it and makes a three, and that's probably the difference in the game right there. So there's a lot that goes into it, and we got to make things go our way. But having fans I think is great, and we got to play better.
Ian Begley.
Hey, Tom, just following up on Steve's question about Frank at the end. It looked like Taj came over at one point. Did you want Frank to take away Trey's right going into the play?
Well, we just want to get the ball stopped, and so it was sort of a broken play. But he's very good at changing direction. So, we'll take a look at it and see if we can come up with a better plan.
Mike Vaccaro.
Tom, could you sense that Julius was frustrated, and did you sense anything different about him tonight than you've seen most of the
No,
night?
I think he knew, going in that it would be like this, and so if he's getting double teamed like that, it's he's dealt with it all season long. So just trust the pass. There may have been opportunities for him where he was too unselfish. I want to take a look at that as well.
Mark Berman.
Yeah, hey Tom. A lot of talk about not putting Trey on the foul line. How do you feel you did in that department, and was there some questionable stuff maybe on that last minute foul?
Overall I thought it, and again I want to look at the film, but I felt it was a pretty well officiated game from the standpoint of, there wasn't a lot of free throws for either team. I thought Derek got hit a few times and he didn't get the call, and so, but overall I thought they did a good job.
Mike Vorkunov.
It looked like Trey gave you a lot of trouble in the pick and roll, and you guys had trouble defending him. What do you think he did right and you guys did wrong in the pick and roll specifically with him?
And again, well, he's a great player, and so you're going to look at a lot of pick and rolls throughout the course of the game. So some we defended well, some we didn't defend as well as we would have liked. But again, I don't want to comment until I take a look at the film.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.